Hey guys, what is up today? 51st application review for you guys here. Going to be getting back into my normal videos. I don't know, I just said the word 51st and it just seems like, holy crap, we've been doing this for a while, and holy crap, I keep getting more subscribers and I keep getting more positive feedback from you guys. And I haven't said this for the last couple of reviews. I want to say thank you guys first. Before we even start this, I want to say thank you guys for all the support that you guys have given me. Hopefully you guys have been loving these reviews. I obviously do these for you guys. I love entertaining people. I love helping people. I love helping you guys find the best applications that suit everyone. I'm trying to make my videos to be pretty much opening to the audience of everyone. I'm not trying to do just games. And my first application is actually going to show that. And there's other applications out there like this first one. There was one called Koi Pond. It was a very, very popular application. Got into the top part of the paid app in the App Store. I actually believe it was featured in one of the iPod Touch and iPhone commercials. But what this application is this one is free. Just like it's not like the other ones, it's free, and it's pretty much a more simpler type of the application. It's called Fluid. It's spelled F-L-U-I-D-E. There is an E at the end if you want to try and find it. Look it up. It's free, and it's a very simplistic application. It has just pebbles in the background and then a water effect to it. There's no sound effects, sadly. I hope in a future update that they'll actually put sound effects into it. And there's no accelerometer use or anything like that. It's just great cell shading, great processing with the iPod, and for such a small device, so much happening on the screen at once, it's an amazing application. Very soothing. It seems like it wouldn't have too much to do, but pretty much what you use your fingers to actually touch on your device and pretty much just create ripples or waves or just streams pretty much throughout the device. So watch this, one tap, and you got a simple ripple. And that seems like it does not simple ripple. That's a funny word, or funny lineup of words. Anyway, so pretty much you just touch. You can touch in multiple places at the same time, and just different lighting and shading effects create, like, it just looks like, doesn't that look almost realistic to you guys? And you can actually drag your finger, waves bounce off the side of the device, go back and forth. And I don't know, I wish that there were sound effects, but other than sound effects and the lack of or pretty much the lack of sound effects, the application is pretty flawless to me. When you actually do decide to just destroy the water and pretty much shake it a lot, when you're actually in this little setup, I mean, it looks pretty realistic on camera, but when you're actually seeing it on your device, this is probably what you would imagine would happen if you were on a little, like, rectangular pond like this and you had this much control, but it almost seems like it looks too metallic. It looks more metallic than it does watery, but as you guys see, it'll slowly start to slow down, and it goes back to the little ambient, soothing, pretty much just pond. And go back, use the touch of your finger, and you're done. That's the entire application I'm going to show you guys. It's free. It's called Fluid. There is an E at the end of the word. Definitely go check that one out because it's not a game. There's no high scores. There's nothing that you're trying to accomplish. It's a soothing, fun, relaxing application that you rarely see on a device this small. And my next application for you guys is going to be based off of a couple computer internet like flash games that I've seen, and the game is called Escape the Room. Okay, so it's Escape the Room, and it's a free application. I believe it's still free. It might have been temporary. If it's not temporary, you're probably going to want to just steer clear of this, but it's fun to have it for free. You want to keep it on your device, and if you guys haven't seen this type of an application on your computer, what it is you are pretty much just in an abandoned room, and it's more of a puzzler trying to find little clues and little trinkets to get your way out of the room. So simply by tapping the right side or the left side of the screen, you're pretty much just getting different viewing perspectives of the room. So here's the front, this is the mirror, turn left door, then a cork board with a desk, a little mirror with a chair, and then you go back to this. This is the front one reverse viewing. Click on the floor, and you can go down to the floor and see a carpet, and then simply by clicking on any of the edges, I found a crowbar. To use this item, you simply need to click this the correct place to use it, go back to the places that might need a crowbar. So that's pretty much all. Go back up by clicking up, and hopefully maybe click down again. Yeah, so you click down, click up if you want to go to the ceiling, and here's a little ventilation system, looks like maybe a fire alarm, and it's a really, really simple application, the idea of it, but actually trying to escape the room and reaching the goal of getting out, it's definitely pretty tough, pretty challenging. That's all I'm going to show you because I don't want to give you too many clues. But if you've played a computer game like this before, you know it's fun, but you know it's frustrating as well. But for it being a free application on your device, it probably took me 5 minutes to get out of the room, and then you're done. There's no replay value to it. Once you've done it, you've got out. You can delete it off your device, but if it is free, it's definitely one you might want to go check out because it's fun to actually have a puzzler like this on your device for once, and even if you're going to delete it right after you download it, if it's free, there's no harm done, no trace. It was just fun for a little bit, and that's all you really need for an application if it's going to be free. So that's going to be called Escape the Room, a free download from the App Store. Anyway guys, sorry about that. This next application is going to be called Sticky Licky. And when I first looked at it, when I first got the application from the App Store, it didn't look too great. It looked like it was pretty badly structured, or that might be terribly off on wording, but the application didn't look too solid in its actual building. But anyway, what you have from the main menu is play game, high scores, instructions, and credits. And before I start this is one that you're probably going to want to watch the review for if you're interested at all. Because if this review does make you want the application, go out and check it out, go out and maybe look at it. But if this doesn't seem too appealing to you, what I'm reviewing right here is pretty much the entire application itself. I'm not leaving anything out really. So if this doesn't seem too hot to you, leave it alone, skip on to the next application. But anyway, we're going to go into play game, and what you are pretty much is you are a frog at the base of a pond, trying to use your tongue, which is outrageously long, to catch flies and pretty much just try and avoid bees. So you use the accelerometer to tilt your little frog head. So left, it's inverted, sadly. I don't like inverted controls very much. So you tilt it, and by tapping on your frog, shoots his long little tongue out. Ah, bug. So it shoots his tongue out, and then once you get stung by something like that, it's like a dragonfly or a bee or something, then you turn red, and you have a temporary little time of when you can actually use your tongue, and it becomes shorter. And pretty much, that's the entire application. Like I was saying, you do go on to different levels, and the levels do become harder as you go on. But it's really not too much to offer in this application, but it's only because it's offered for such a low price that the only reason I would actually check this out. If this was $2-3, I'd probably stay away from it. It's $1 though, guys. It's not too much to actually hurt your wallet. And if this seems like it's interesting gameplay to you, go out and check out the application, because for an application that tries to do this kind of a gameplay, which I have seen before, it definitely succeeds, and it's a pretty fun application to at least mess around with. That's pretty much all I'm going to be showing you guys. It's called Sticky Licky. It's 99 cents from the App Store. Not much else to it. That's all I'm going to show you for it. So, next review for you guys. This one is very fun. I just picked it up in the App Store. It's going to be free for 2 weeks only. It was a paid application. There's two different types of them. There's called a DigiDrum. There's three different types. There's DigiDrum Lite, which I've already reviewed. It's a free application for a very simple, light version of an application for a drum set. There's DigiDrum, which is the full version. It's a couple bucks, and you're actually getting the full drum set with all the different types of sound effects built into it. And then there's this one. This is called DigiDrum Micro. And it's free for 2 weeks, and I recommend to definitely go check it out immediately so you can make sure you get your hands on this. It's a great application. The structure of it is fantastic, and it has everything that you would ever want in a music application. So let's boot it up, and we will start off. You got a few different game packs or sound packs in here, patch selections as they call them. And what you have is you have Classic. I'll just play through all the pads. It doesn't take that long. Classic. TD. What is that? TD88. I don't know what the heck that means. Maybe some of you do. Bongo Kit. Bongo King. Tight. I love this one. This is actually my favorite one. Okay, so anyway. Fat Beat. Brushed Jazz, which is actually a pretty sweet little setup too. Uh, 1985. That's it. That's your patches, pretty much, and what you do is you just get to jam, and that's like the best thing about an application. It's complete freedom. So you just hit as many as you want, but one of the coolest features about this application is that you have the ability to record and play back a sound. So, simply by clicking record up here, it'll start, click play, and it goes on a loop. It should go on a loop, it did earlier. Yep, so now it starts again. Alright, so anyway, that's pretty much it. Click record again if you want to stop that. And then what's also cool about this is if I click the orchestra hit, switch to a different patch. So now we're on Fat Beat. Play. And it plays it just the same. So that's what's a really cool feature about it, is that you can actually switch between patches for the when you're actually trying to record an application or record a sound with the application. Sad thing about it, it doesn't save into like a sound file onto your device. I don't think you can transfer the sound file that you've recorded onto your computer. In fact, we're going to try something really quickly. Now that we have that sound recorded, hold on, shit. Okay, so now that we have that recorded, let's go back in and we'll see if we can play it back once you've actually closed the application. Nope, gotta record a beat first. So yeah, you have to record the beat and play it while the application's open. You can't close it and it will not save it for you. That's kind of a downside. But anyway, this is called DigiDrummer Micro. It's free for 2 weeks. Go check it out. It's an awesome application. Definitely recommend it, especially because you got the low price tag now for free. And my next one, I decided I'm going to, my last one that I'm going to show you guys, move it up here, is going to be Metal Gear Solid Lite. It's the pretty big application that was released onto the iPod and iPhone. Kinda died out though. It was big for the opening when the grand sale came out, but then, that's loud. It was big for the opening and then it just died. It's gone now. It's not really that big of a deal anymore on this device. So it sticks very, very well to the actual PlayStation 3 gameplay. I did rent that game when I played through it and beat it. And it's very, very true to the storyline. The characters are all the same. Some of the animations are actually the exact same from the game, I believe, on the PS3. So from this middle, what the heck? Why am I saying middle? From this main menu, you have Start, Options, Touch Konami, and then Trailer. So you can go to Start, and pretty much it has a couple different things. You have Act 1. Different missions that you get to play, 1, 2, and 3. I believe there's only those 3 missions you get to play. So we'll go through and we'll play number 1. And each mission beforehand does have your objectives. It's got a great storyline built into such a small device. So you got little artwork. Go through and you got a lot of reading to do if you're going to actually decide to read it all. I'm not. I've already done it. But pretty much here is a loading screen, I believe. Now we can go mission start. And the thing that's so amazing about this application that makes it addicting is the outrageously fluid gameplay controls. For a shooting application on such a small device, especially being a touchscreen, this has extremely fluid controls that make the gameplay feel very natural to the fingers. So mission 1 tells you the title of it, tells you what you actually have to do, and pretty much just how many you have to kill. Ready? Let's go kill some stuff. So this is Snake crouching. And what you do is by tapping, you will pretty much uncover yourself. Like when you're not touching the screen, you're under cover, which can eventually take damage. So don't think that you're just by not touching the screen and being crouched the entire time, you're going to be safe, because you definitely won't be. So you aim by just dragging on the screen, and that definitely works out very, very well. And whenever an enemy appears, you will have a circle little dial appear around that enemy. And when it appears around the enemy, once they have spotted you, the circle dial will slowly start to fill up until the circle gets completely full and becomes red. And when it becomes red, I'll show you right here, watch the circle filling up. They start shooting you. So that's why you don't have much time to work with each enemy. You pretty much have to start shooting them the second they pop up on the screen. So mission complete. I'll try and show you a sniper mission, because those things are blasts, and the sniping is very, very simplistic also as well. I believe you have 3 different weapons in here. You have the assault rifle, you have a really close range gun, here we go, you have an assault rifle, the sniper rifle, maybe you just have those 2. I only saw those 2. I guess you only have 2. You have the assault rifle and the sniper rifle. So let's try and show you one with the sniper rifle. No, this one doesn't have it. Can I get out of this? Guess not. We're going to reboot the application, because I want to show you the sniper rifle level, because that is pretty much one of the best things about this application, is keeping the fluid controls to work with sniping. Very simple. What you do is you pinch out, your gun will scope in automatically, and from then on there out, which I don't think is actually a term at all, but from once that happens, when you've pinched in and you've actually got your sniping going, controls are still just as fluid. So let's see if we can go through this. Skip through all this dialogue and whatnot. Here we go. We got this little click next, and it'll come up in a second. There we go. Alrighty. So now is where we learn to snipe, or we just learned to snipe. I didn't read it all. But if I drag over, that's a hostage. Pinch out, right in the dome. pinch in, and you go back to your assault rifle. Now, lined up, pinch out, and he's down. Pinch back out, you go back into the assault rifle just like that. That's what's so awesome about this, is that the fluidity of the controls makes the application feel, oh, I just shot a hostage square in the chest. Doesn't that suck? Anyway, that's kind of a downer. So that's pretty much all I'm going to show you for the application. This is the Lite version. Get the Lite version. That is a recommendation I'm going to keep. Get the Lite version. Use it. Play through the first 3 levels that you can actually play through. And once you've done that, if you enjoy it enough, and if you are a big Metal Gear Solid fan, get the paid version. I'm not getting the paid version because it seems like the application to me would get redundant. You only have those 2 weapons, and pretty much it's just you're crouching down, waiting for enemies to appear randomly on the screen, and it seems like it'd get very redundant. I know that the environments change, and it's pretty much to follow along with the storyboard. If you're a huge fan, and if you're a die-hard Metal Gear Solid fan, definitely would recommend to go check that out. But if you're just looking for a fun shooter game that has good replay value and a lot of gameplay time into it, I don't know. That's up to you. I'm not going to say no, I'm not going to say yes. That's up to you to decide. Anyway, guys, that's all I got for this review. Hopefully you enjoyed number 51. Stay tuned for 52. As you guys see, I got a few applications already lined up for you guys. I will talk to you later. Have a super fantastical, dastical day. Hey guys, do you want a full list of every app that I've ever reviewed starting from app review number 1? Go to my YouTube homepage and click the link under full list of applications. It'll give you a Word document including the title of an application, the pricing, and the rating. Hopefully this helps. I'll talk to you guys later.